You ask me questions and I try to give you the best of my answers. My name is Amit Nath, and I am a founder, coach, mentor now, and I've been awarded recently as a worldwide, potential person to guide you on certain parts of closing. In fact, so by the way, this is kind of an interesting journey where I probably would love to share you on some of the questions that have been asked by very core team of mine. And today I'm going to take a very different topic, which probably I usually try not to take such kind of topics, but I think it is wise that I should take up this kind of topic. And if you want to know more about me, so there is a link down there. It's called as amitnath.in. Please go and check out about my bio. You'll be finding a lot of things. Now let's understand the topic today, which has been asked. So this question has been asked by somebody from Sambalpur in India, and the question is uh, how toxic people. Okay, what you should avoid, and this is something which is a good question. So in my a community of people who are technically trained to close deals over a phone call or on Zoom or in person, ticket sizes can range in a different way. If you want to know more about that, please connect with Nath.in. Probably you can have a connection with my team. We can talk about this. The question that we had today was, um I am not able to focus on things. There are a lot of things, and I am depressed, and I do not know what to do. I have a broken relationship. So, as a closer, when you are closing a deal, it is important that you stabilize and control your emotions and minds. It is very difficult, unless and until you have a complete control on yourself and the way you're talking. It is difficult for you to get into those kind of very deep questions. And this is also mandate because most of the time we teach people to understand about these guys, like how they can coach people, how they can connect with them, how they can actually move this entire stuff. So if you are somebody who has been through this such kind of a problem of managing relationships and toxic relationships, these are the couple of points that I would like to probably show you. So I have a very quick presentation for you where I'm going to show you about the five toxic people that you must avoid. Okay, the five toxic kind of people that you must avoid. So number one, okay, someone who only talks to you only when they need something. Okay, some people they come to you only as long as these are are people whom I call them as the chewing gum guys. As long as the juice of the chewing gum is there, they are going to be there with you, else you are spitted out. So make sure that the friend circle, the people who are working with you, are somebody who are not just trying to use you but want to genuinely be on that. So there is a separate technique that I teach. There are seven styles are there to avoid such kind of techniques of getting rid of toxic people. Plus there is another thing that I would like to recommend you, which was taught by Dale Carnegie, about how to connect with people, how to make friends and influence others. It's a fantastic book. That is my recommendation. Please go and have a look at it. The second kind of people that I would like to probably connect with you are those guys who dumps you only to hop onto someone else. Yeah. So they just dump you because I think you are not to their standards. You are not to probably their style quotient. You are not to something of what they can do for you. So if this is sounds good, this is the second kind of people who typically just looks into hopping to the next guy. Next one, someone who acts and treats you differently in front of others and in person. There are some people who tries to showcase that they are superior, they have a different kind of a status, they have different kind of things, but technically they are just trying to use you as a success step. So make sure that you come with uh, a kind of a good uh, an understanding about this guy. Make sure you go with recruiting. If you have such kind of teammates who are working with you or colleagues you have there, find out this structure by which you can measure this is called as ask method: attitude, skill and knowledge. Find out the attitude part. Find out if they are genuinely into this or they're just using your systems process or your brand name or probably your individuality or network or connections. There is something these guys need you, otherwise they are just you know acting in a different way. So it needs a different kind of thing. So when you come to fest is something called as finance, uh, expertise on certain huge or probably I'll say, what do I say this? Fist is of a different world altogether. Finance excellence strategy technocrats. So these are the people who are trained to identify the very deep intrigue, emotional strength, and the personality types of such kind of people, and they can actually figure it out whom you should connect with, whom you should not. So these are the people who are trained to take calls and do the deals, and they do everything over more of a phone call or a Zoom call like this. Like, okay, so when these guys are trained, they are trained in such a way that you try taking a different kind of strategies and techniques, but they know whom to pick and whom not to pick, and they have the powers to even throw the bad apples from the community. So this is a way where you can actually safeguard your entire business. So these are the guys who are specially trained. To know more about Fest, please log into amitnath.in. Probably you'll find some information out there, or there are certain sessions which happens on weekends. You can look into that as well. Now, someone who acts and treats you differently in front of others and they are in person, understand there is a duality of being into this guys. You need to be very careful about understanding those guys. And as one of my mentors says, is when you are celebrating, make sure that you check everyone's face. They might be clapping, they might not be smiling. Good. So that's the next one. Okay, the next one is someone who tries to put you down in front of others to show or prove something. Someone who tries to put you down. They are just using you as a success ladder. They just use you as more of a gatekeeper, champion, or just a hump pad or a launch pad for their scale up. Make sure that you understand the deep motives of this. So Fest not only helps you to just close deals, but also to helps you to gain your stability, gain your confidence, gain your individuality in this society, in this cruel urban life, to understand who is the actual friend and who is the actual foe of your life. So with that, let's quickly move on to the next one is someone who stops talking to you when you stop giving them what they want. It is a very, very vital point. Okay, so this is a different kind of a guy. They come to you only as long as they have their meaning with you, they have their purpose with you, and they forget about it. And this is not very different. Check out your phones, find out the names of people whom you are not connected, you might have forgotten. Now this is a good time where you can reconnect, find out what best can be done, rather than taking the service from them, or the confidence from them, or the powers from them. Why not you go and serve them with your powers and your confidence? This is a change of thought. So when you are getting into Fest, you become a Festian. Festians are like knights. They don't care about the kings and queens. They care about their motherland. They care about serving. They care about more about the growth of the nation rather than the growth of one single guy. This is a different kind of designations which is not there in any kind of a job industry. That's why we have just only handful of people, and with this such kind of messages, I want you to discover this new dimension of I'll say a Vedic system of exchanging beautiful things in this world so that you make this world a beautiful place. So with that, let's move on to the last part of it. Okay, and let me just stop the screen share here. Let me ask you, if you are somebody like this, I mean, are you a toxic guy? It might be like this. Find out what are the good points, whom you want to stay back with. If these are the points, are you trying to do something here? Because some of the learning starts from within. Find out who are those guys where you are just connected just because you need to take powers from them, you need to take some good things from them. And if you are somebody watching this video, share, like, and show me that you are not a toxic guy. My name is Amit, and to watch such kind of a beautiful things, and this is a one question that I answered from somebody from Sambalpur, and I hope I was able to answer these questions. It is not about the toxicity outside; it is the toxicity inside. It is not about the ego, but it is the difference of ego and attitude that defines who you are. So, with that, I will send lot of love, lot of blessings for these festive things, and with that, I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Take care.